There's a moment, just after sunset, when the city lights begin to flicker on, and a low, wide shape erupts from a standstill with a silent surge of power. No engine roar. No gear shifts. Just pure, unrelenting acceleration. This is the all-new Kia EV6. Not just an electric crossover, but a high-performance fastback that doesn't just compete with the best, it challenges them. And it's not just fast, it's furious. The GT version delivers 576 horsepower, hits 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds, and has a top speed of 160 miles per hour. Numbers that put it in supercar territory. And yet, it's practical enough for daily driving, efficient enough for long trips, and packed with tech that feels like it's from 2030. This isn't just Kia's Halo EV, it's a statement. A bold declaration that performance, efficiency, and innovation don't have to come with a six-figure price tag. From the moment it appears, with its sharp LED light signatures glowing like digital blades, its wide stance hugging the pavement, you know this is different. It's not pretending to be a combustion car. It's embracing the future, with aggression, style, and real-world usability. Today, we're diving deep into the updated EV6 GT and GT line models. From their head-turning design to their driver-focused cockpit, from their track-ready performance to their cutting-edge battery tech. We'll break down how far it goes, how fast it charges, and whether it can truly go toe-to-toe with the Tesla Model Y Performance, Porsche Taycan, and even the Hyundai Ioniq 6. And by the end, you'll know, is this the most exciting electric vehicle under $70,000? Or is it too wild for its own good? Let's find out. Let's start with the way it looks, because the updated EV6 doesn't just carry on Kia's design language, it redefines it. At first glance, it's unmistakably futuristic. That long hood, the fastback roofline, the wide, aggressive stance. But everything about it feels intentional. Sculpted. Performance-focused. The overall length is 184.2 inches, width 74.4, height just 60.8, making it slightly lower and wider than a Tesla Model Y, with a roofline that flows into the trunk like a coupe. And with a drag coefficient of just 0.27, it's one of the most aerodynamic crossovers ever built. A key reason it's so efficient and stable at high speeds. Up front, you're greeted by the Star Map LED headlights, a signature Kia design element that pulses with light when you unlock the car. It's not just for show. It houses sensors for driver assistance and adaptive cooling for the battery and motors. On either side are the ultra-slim, full LED headlights, now with dynamic turn signals and animated welcome sequences that light up like a greeting when you approach. There's no traditional grille, of course, no engine to cool, but Kia didn't leave a blank space. Instead, they've sculpted a smooth, aerodynamic intake with active shutters that open only when needed for battery or motor cooling. It's clean, functional, and still unmistakably Kia. Now step back and take in the profile, because this is where the EV6 really shines. That long hood, the short rear deck, the fastback roofline that flows seamlessly into the trunk. The doors open with a soft click, revealing frameless windows and flush door handles that pop out when you approach. And look at those wheels. 20-inch forged alloys on the GT model, wrapped in performance summer tires, filling the arches perfectly. They're not just stylish. They're lightweight and aerodynamically sculpted, with optional aero covers to further reduce drag. The side profile is defined by two sharp character lines, one high, one low, that run from the front fender all the way to the taillights, creating a sense of motion even when the car is standing still. No clutter. No unnecessary vents. Just smooth, flowing surfaces that guide the eye from front to back. And check out the rear quarter windows. They taper into the C-pillar with a subtle crease that echoes Kia's recent design language, but with a more aggressive, performance-oriented execution. Around back, the story continues. You've got a full-width LED light bar, not just a strip, but a dynamic display that animates when you unlock the car and pulses when you brake. The trunk lid is smooth and uncluttered, with a subtle lip spoiler for downforce. And the rear diffuser? Pure style. No exhaust to hide, of course, but it gives the car a planted, aggressive stance. The license plate is centered, clean, and framed by the wide track. And under the skin, the rear motor and battery are perfectly balanced, giving the car near 50-50 weight distribution, critical for handling and stability. And let's talk presence, because the EV6 GT isn't trying to whisper. It's roaring silently. It's for the young professional who wants style and substance, the tech-forward driver who craves innovation without pretense, and the enthusiast who still cares about how a car feels. This is a car for people who care about performance, efficiency, and real-world usability. It's a daily driver with long-distance comfort, a tech showcase that doesn't feel overwhelming, and a vehicle that proves you don't need a luxury badge to get serious electric power. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. Now let's step inside, because if the exterior is a masterclass in modern aggression, the interior is where Kia truly makes its case for the future. Sliding into the cabin, the first thing you notice is the space. Despite its sleek, fastback roofline, the EV6 feels huge inside. That's thanks to Kia's new eGMP platform, designed from the ground up for EVs, with no transmission tunnel, no engine block stealing room. The result? A wheelbase of 114.2 inches, longer than a Tesla Model 3, which means rear legroom that's nothing short of first class. Even at 6'3", I had over 6 inches of space between my knees and the front seat. And the ceiling? That panoramic glass roof stretches from the base of the windshield all the way to the rear window, making the cabin feel like a lounge in the sky. The materials? Luxurious, sustainable, and surprisingly premium. You've got optional leather, soft, rich, and available in black, gray, or deep forest green. Or go for the eco-conscious biofabric, made from recycled materials, that feels just as premium. Real open-pore wood trim on the dash and doors. No fake plastic here. Brushed aluminum accents. Every surface you touch feels expensive, tightly assembled and thoughtfully placed. No squeaks, no rattles, just precision craftsmanship that rivals the best in the business. Now look at the dash, because this is where Kia throws down the gauntlet. Dominating the center is the dual 12.3-inch curved display, a digital instrument cluster, and a central infotainment screen, both seamlessly bonded into a single glass-like surface. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The interface is clean, responsive, and powered by Kia's latest infotainment software. No lag, no freezing, no hunting through submenus. Climate controls? Always visible at the bottom. Navigation? Crystal clear, with real-time EV routing that factors in elevation, weather, and traffic to maximize range. And here's the genius part: haptic feedback. When you press a button on the screen, you feel a subtle click. No more guessing if you actually tapped it. It's a small detail, but it makes the whole experience feel more physical, more intuitive. Below that, near the center console, is a beautifully crafted touchpad with physical shortcut buttons for drive modes, climate, and charging. It's angled perfectly toward the driver, minimizing glare. And speaking of lighting, the ambient system here is next level. You've got 64 color options, with zones that can be customized independently. Want a soft blue glow on the footwells and a warm amber on the dash? Done. There's even a mood light feature that shifts colors based on driving mode: cool blue in eco, warm red in sport. It's not just mood lighting, it's an experience. Seating? Plush, supportive, and available with heating, ventilation, and massage on higher trims. The front seats are 14-way power adjustable, with excellent bolstering for long drives. In the back, even better. Thanks to that long wheelbase and flat floor, rear passengers get limo-like legroom. And the rear seats are heated with their own climate controls, USB-C ports, and even a rear touchscreen for adjusting settings. This isn't just a driver's car, it's a full family luxury machine. Storage? Surprisingly practical. There's a deep center console with wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, and enough room for your phone, wallet, and keys. The door pockets are wide, the glove box is deep, and the rear armrest has cup holders and controls for the rear passengers. And despite being a performance machine, it's got a real trunk, 17.3 cubic feet, which is more than a Tesla Model Y. Plus, there's a front trunk, or frunk, with another 4.4 cubic feet of space. That's enough for groceries, a carry-on, or charging cables. For a car this sleek, it's shockingly livable. Now let's talk tech, because if the design and interior are impressive, the technology is where the EV6 truly separates itself from the pack. Kia has equipped the updated EV6 GT and GT line with one of the most advanced tech suites in its class. And it's all designed to make your life easier, not more complicated. Starting with driver assistance. Kia Drive Wise combines adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic jam assist, and hands-free highway driving in select regions. It uses a combination of cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver confident, smooth automation. It can handle lane changes, on-ramp merging, and even stop-and-go traffic with near-human intuition. And if you take your hands off the wheel too long, a gentle chime reminds you to stay focused, no harsh disengagements. But it's not just about automation, it's about connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? Fully supported, both wireless. Bluetooth 5.0, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, all standard. You can update the car's software while you sleep, adding new features, improving performance, or enhancing safety without ever visiting a dealership. Kia has already rolled out multiple major updates since launch, improving everything from voice recognition to battery management. Voice control. Hey Kia wakes the system instantly, and it understands natural speech. Hey Kia, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Kia, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen. It even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. And then there's the Kia Connect app, your digital key and command center. Lock or unlock the car from your phone. Precondition the cabin before you get in. Monitor charging status. Activate the welcome lighting sequence. You can even honk the horn or flash the lights if you're trying to find it in a crowded parking lot. It's seamless, intuitive, and deeply integrated. One of the coolest features? The welcome light sequence. When you approach the car, the headlights and taillights animate in sync, the doors unlock silently, and the interior glows to life. All without pressing a button. It's not just convenient, it's emotional. It makes you feel like the car is happy to see you. And for those who love personalization, the EV6 lets you save multiple driving profiles, customize screen layouts, and even set preferred charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. This isn't just a car, it's a smart, connected lifestyle device. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, performance. Because all the luxury and tech in the world mean nothing if the car doesn't deliver when you stomp the throttle. And here, the Kia EV6 GT doesn't just deliver, it detonates. Under the skin, you've got a dual-motor setup, one up front, one in the rear, delivering all-wheel drive with intelligent torque vectoring. Total output on the GT model? 576 horsepower and 546 lb-ft of torque. That's more than a Porsche 911 Carrera. And because it's electric, all of that torque is available instantly. No waiting for turbos to spool, no revving to redline. Just go. And the numbers? They're mind-bending. The EV6 GT hits 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. The GT Line AWD does it in 5.1. Top speed? 160 miles per hour for the GT, 115 miles per hour for the GT Line. Electronically limited, of course. And it does it all with a calm, almost eerie composure. There's no drama, no wheel spin, no lurching. Just a relentless surge of acceleration that pins you to the seat. It's not violent, it's authoritative. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling? Razor sharp. The EV6 GT gets adaptive suspension with rear-wheel steering, up to 5 degrees of counterphase steering at low speeds for tighter turns, and in-phase at high speeds for stability. The result? A car that feels smaller than it is, dancing through corners with precision and balance. The steering is weighted perfectly, not too light, not too heavy, with real feedback coming through the wheel. And the brakes? Massive steel discs, with optional carbon ceramic discs on the GT, bringing this 4,900-pound beast to a stop from 60 miles per hour in just 107 feet. That's supercar territory. And the best part? It's comfortable. Even in Sport Plus mode, the ride is supple, soaking up bumps and imperfections without crashing or jittering. Switch to Eco mode, and it glides over the road like a magic carpet. There's no noise, no engine roar, no tire hum, no wind whistle. Just silence, broken only by the subtle whir of the motors and the soft thump of the suspension. It's serene, calming, and yet, at any moment, you can unleash pure fury with a flick of your right foot. In real-world driving, it's a dream. On the highway, it's whisper quiet with minimal wind or road noise. The suspension soaks up expansion joints and potholes without drama. In the city, it's easy to maneuver despite its size, thanks to tight turning circles and excellent visibility. And on twisty backroads, it handles with surprising poise. Body roll is minimal, turn-in is sharp, and the all-wheel drive system keeps you planted through corners. This isn't just a long-range cruiser, it's a genuinely engaging driver's car. Now, let's talk about the battery, Because what good is all this power if you can't use it without constantly plugging in? The EV6 packs a 77.4 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, optimized for efficiency and longevity. And thanks to the 800-volt architecture, it's incredibly efficient. EPA estimated range? Up to 282 miles for the GT model, 310 miles for the GT line AWD. That's less than some rivals, but still solid for a high-performance EV. In real-world driving, we saw around 260 miles on a mixed highway and city route, which is impressive for a 576 horsepower machine. But the real magic is in charging. With 235 kilowatts peak charging capability, the EV6 can add up to 200 miles of range in just 10 minutes. We timed it, from 10% to 80% in 18 minutes and 15 seconds. That's faster than most EVs, and it means you can charge during a coffee break and keep going. It uses the CCS standard, but Kia also offers a free adapter for Tesla's NACS network, meaning you can plug into the vast majority of superchargers across the US. And with the upcoming integration into the Tesla network, EV6 owners will have access to over 15,000 chargers nationwide. No range anxiety here, just freedom. Now, let's be real, no car is perfect. So let's break down the pros, the cons, and how it stacks up against the competition. 3 major pros. First, the performance. The EV6 GT is one of the quickest production EVs under $70,000, a true performance bargain. Second, the design. The EV6 is arguably the most striking electric crossover on the market, sleek, aggressive, and timeless. Third, the charging speed. 10 to 80% in under 19 minutes is class-leading, and combined with ultra-fast charging, it makes long-distance travel seamless. Now the cons. 1. The range. At under 300 miles for the GT, it falls short of rivals like the Tesla Model Y or Hyundai Ioniq 6. 2. The infotainment. While functional, it's not as flashy or intuitive as Tesla's or Lucid's. And the competition? The Tesla Model Y Performance offers quicker acceleration and a more established software ecosystem, but it lacks the refinement and design elegance of the EV6. The Porsche Taycan is more luxurious and track-focused, but it's significantly more expensive. The Hyundai Ioniq 6 is more efficient and has more range, but it's not as aggressive or performance-oriented. So where does the EV6 win? In balance, it's the only EV in its class that combines supercar-level performance with everyday usability. It beats the Model Y in design. It outshines the Ioniq 6 in raw power. But it lacks the third-row seating of an SUV, and it's not as widely recognized as a status symbol, yet. So, final verdict? The updated Kia EV6 GT and GT line aren't just great electric vehicles, they're landmark achievements. They prove that an EV can be luxurious, efficient, powerful, and stunningly beautiful, all at once and without breaking the bank. It's for the driver who wants serious performance without the luxury tax. For the tech enthusiast who craves innovation. For the value seeker who wants more for less. But is it for everyone? No. If you need over 350 miles of range, if you want a more established luxury badge, or if you're not ready to embrace a high-performance EV, this might not be your car. But if you want the perfect blend of aggression, style, and silent power, the Kia EV6 is as close as it gets today. So, what do you think? Is this the most exciting electric vehicle under $70,000? Would you trade range for that level of performance and style? Or would you go for something more practical? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment below what car you want reviewed next.